What's going on, my Fly Happy family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. So I've seen this clip going around a tad bit on the internet. It's going quite viral now, and people are starting to question Caitlin Clark's and Natasha Howard's chemistry, man. We are about to get all the way into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy if you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 31.2, so if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it. All right, so let's take a look at the clip here. People talking about body language. People talking about Caitlin is fed up. They're talking about how Howard is just selfish with the ball. Let's just take a look at it, man. So she dumps it down. Watch Caitlin's shoulders here. She kind of like, Then she goes to tie her shoes as Howard goes to work and misses the layup, man. Oh, my goodness. Now, tying your shoes is kind of diabolical. Now, I've seen it before where players take a little time to kind of tie their shoes if they're out of the play and they know they're not going to get the ball in it or something like that. But, yeah. Look, honestly, Caitlin was having a bad day shooting, all right? And she's hard on herself. So even I brought it up in the last video where she was kind of like hitting her head. She was just really frustrated. And, you know, she kind of take that frustration to the next play, to the next play, to the next play. And it kind of make her, I think, like one time she fell over trying to do more than she needed to be doing because I feel like she's still not at 100%. And she ended up falling over, and Jordan Canada was reaching over her and all that. So, yeah, I think, you know, she don't necessarily forget, you know, have that short-term memory, which I think shooters need to have because shooters shoot, right? Shooters shoot. So, I think a little of that had to do with how she was doing that too. And I can't lie, y'all, Natasha Howard has been major for the Indiana Fever, all right? Now, I get it. She's had questionable moments with Caitlin Clark. Even the last game, this game right here, she's bringing the ball up. She looks at Caitlin and then just keep bringing it up. Eventually gets it to her, but she brings the ball up, right? That was a moment a lot of people were questioning. And then also she had the Sue Bird interview, right? The Sue Bird interview, I think she ended up stating like she don't necessarily want Caitlin to feel like she has to do it all. She has it all on her shoulder, or she has to play like how she played in Iowa. She actually have a good team, good teammates behind her that has her back. I think a lot of that is playing into what she's doing as well. So I don't necessarily want people to think that Natasha Howard is just a terrible player for this team. I think it's more so of she's one of those players that's looked at to score, right? I think Stephanie White has instilled that into her mind that you're one of the scorers. So that's why I was saying I don't think she necessarily need to be in the game with Boston because she gets most of her points right at that nail and closer, right? 11 feet, 10 feet from the rim. That's where she go to work. And, yeah, I think if Boston is in, it just kind of eliminates her from doing her job. And if we're talking about her defensive efforts, she's done an exceptional job, man, helping with Fee, helping with Asia Wilson, helping with Brittany Griner. She's done an amazing job, man. So not only has she been doing pretty well with the offense in a certain amount of games, also the defense. So I don't think Natasha Howard is a terrible player. I don't think Natasha Howard can't necessarily play on this team. I just think the rotation might need to be tweaked. That's all I would say. I don't think she needs to go anywhere. She's been major, all right? She had games where she came up big time, helping on the offensive boards, giving second chance buckets, also scoring at times where the Indiana Fever could not figure out how to get a bucket. There's times where she does that. Even in this game right here, I would say she had some really big buckets where, you know, the Fever were trying to catch up, and she had some tough shots going in for the team when the team couldn't figure out how to actually get a bucket at certain points. So, yeah, I don't think it's too much to worry about. I think at the end of the day, they just need to fix the rotation, tweak the rotation a little bit, and probably just tell Howard, like, hey, we want Caitlin Clark to bring the ball up. And just understand, if we do get you the ball down in the paint, we expect you to go to work if you're on the island. Sometimes it takes that. Sometimes it really takes that. Like, I don't have a problem with her going to work right here unless they were trying to get to something else. Howard is a 1v1 player. If she's on the island, I can bank on her actually making a shot, a tough shot, as she's done plenty of times. She's done it plenty of times. Although she missed, she's going to miss some. It's okay. But I do believe in her one-on-one game. She's been doing a major job in some of these games, going one-on-one and just finding a bucket. So if she's on the island, I think that's one of their strengths. She's on the island, go to work. Same thing I would say about Aaliyah Boston. If she gets on the island, go to work. Go to work. Sometimes that's the best bucket you're going to get anyway. Let's actually catch what some of the people were saying here. Cece has reached the no more F's to give stage. I agree with Cece's little gesture with her hands, like, oh, well, I'm not getting the ball back as usual, so I I may as well do something productive. That's hilarious, man. This clip encapsulates Cece under White. Caitlin is funny. Caitlin knew she would never see the ball again. Gray should have too. Now that's funny. Perfect trolling, ultimate diss, hilarious. This is the reason why Clark rarely gets a wide open shot. No matter what she does, there is an opposing player shadowing her, even when she does not have the ball. That was a travel. She did travel too, by the way. I think she's just one of those players that it's kind of like a Kelsey Mitchell. You get the ball, score. You get the ball, find a way to get a bucket. And it's not always going to be the right decision. Shot selection, attacking at certain times, what type of shot are we trying to find right now? It's not going to always be the perfect decision. But when it goes in, it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But let's try to do this next time. So I'm not mad at the fact that she wants to attack. I'm not mad at that. Because if she's on the island, I would rather her attack. At certain times, it's like, let's say if she missed 3 shots back to back to back, right? Or 2 shots back to back, and she's still trying to do this. Okay, we need to talk to her. Hey, let's move the ball around. All right. You missed 3 shots. You missed 2 shots already. Let's get everybody else involved. Give everybody else a chance here. All right. You're not hot right now. Okay. If you don't have the hot hand, we have somebody with the hot hand. In certain circumstances where I feel like Natasha Howard should understand, let's move the ball around. Let's get it to the hot hand. Things of that nature. Hey, my shot isn't falling. Let's get back to the pick and roll with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, and let's see if I can get it going off of that. So I think it's just certain circumstances. Whatever is happening at the time, as long as she is adjusting and making the right decisions with those times, I'm fine. I'm fine. But if she made her last shot and she hasn't shot in 2 possessions and now she want to see if she can get another one, I'm cool with that. If she has the hot hand and she's just going in like that in the paint, one-on-one on an island, I'm fine with that. But all in all, I'm not really mad at what's going on. You're going to have moments like that where Natasha Howard's just going to go to work. She's just going to go to work. I believe Stephanie White gave her the green light to go to work if she's on an island. And sometimes she does an amazing job with that. So I'm fine with it. I do want them in some possessions to find a way to get Caitlin Clark the ball back because it does help, right? It helps her with her shooting. And sometimes she come off the handoff and gets a wide open shot. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation here. Do you think it's a problem with Natasha Howard and Caitlin Clark? Or do they just need to tweak the rotation and everything will be fine between the two? Let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.